Did you know the Supreme Court overruled COMELEC for extending election expense report deadlines? Could this impact future elections?
Learn about the decision of the Supreme Court in the case entitled Partido DEMOKRATIKO PILIPINO-LAKAS ng BAYAN, PDP-LABAN, versus Commission on Elections, GR number 225152, Promulgation Date. October 5, 2021.
This is the 49th case out of the 160 cases decided by Associate Justice Mario Lopez, chairperson of the 2024 Philippine Bar Examinations. Follow for more. Facts of the case. On October 2, 2015, COMELEC issued Resolution number 9991, setting a deadline of June 8, 2016, for the submission of SOCEs for the May 9, 2016, national and local elections. This deadline was declared final and non-extendable. On June 23, 2016, COMELEC extended this deadline to June 30, 2016, arguing that the 30-day period could be exceeded as per their interpretation of Section 14 of RA No. 7166. PDP-LABAN filed a petition for certiorari on July 7, 2016, challenging the COMELEC's resolution, arguing that it exceeded its rule-making authority and violated the mandatory 30-day period set by RA No. 7166. COMELEC defended the extension, interpreting the law as allowing for such discretion and arguing that a strict 30-day deadline would add an additional qualification to political candidates. Leon Estrella Peralta et al., intervening as taxpayers, supported the mandatory nature of the 30-day period and expressed concerns about potential SOCE fabrication.
Primary issue in the Supreme Court. The issue revolves around whether COMELEC's extension of the SOCE submission deadline constituted a grave abuse of discretion in violation of the law.
Supreme Court's decision. The Supreme Court ruled that COMELEC committed grave abuse of discretion by extending the SOCE submission deadline. The court held that the language of Section 14 of RA No. 7166 is unambiguous and mandates that SOCEs must be filed within 30 days following the elections. The court found that the COMELEC's interpretation of the law, particularly its reading of punctuation in the phrase, "until he has filed the statement of contributions and expenditures herein required," was incorrect. It was further noted that legislative deliberations indicated the intention for winning candidates to submit SOCEs before assuming office. The court underscored that COMELEC's blanket extension amounted to a usurpation of legislative power. However, the court clarified that the filing of complete SOCEs within the 30-day period is mandatory, but this does not prevent COMELEC from accepting late filings. Penalties for failure to file SOCEs were affirmed, including administrative fines and potential disqualification from holding public office. Ultimately, the court declared COMELEC Resolution No. 10147 void for being repugnant to the law but applied the doctrine of operative fact, deeming SOCEs submitted within the extended deadline as timely filed. Important doctrines. 1. Mandatory nature of statutory deadlines. The clear language of a statute must be followed, especially when it imposes a definitive deadline, such as the 30-day period for filing SOCEs under RA No. 7166. 2. Limits of administrative discretion. An administrative body like COMELEC cannot extend statutory deadlines or modify the law under the guise of administrative discretion. 3. Doctrine of operative fact. Legal acts performed under an invalidated law or resolution can be recognized if done in good faith before the invalidation of the law. 4. Judicial restraint. The court exercises restraint in passing upon constitutional questions if a case can be resolved on other grounds.